The Audi C5 is already old enough to attract interest primarily from those looking for a very affordable and spacious model. The newer generation C6 still holds up well, offers excellent travel comfort, and a very generous amount of equipment. All this at a very good price. It also has modern engines, which, unfortunately, isn't always an advantage. Market prices for the third-generation Audi A6 have diverged significantly. You can buy a car for less than 3,600 euros, but also for more than 12,000 euros. And this isn't just the case with the S or RS models. A well-maintained A6 holds its value very well, and some versions, such as the 4.2 or 3.0 TDI, are sought after. Less popular models, especially those with a bad reputation, such as the 2.0 TDI with high mileage or the Multitronic in poor condition, especially cosmetically, are surprisingly inexpensive. High operating costs, which those paying Euro 3,000 to 4,800 for a car often can't afford, contribute to such low prices. An Audi A6 costing 3,600 euros An Audi A6 costing 3,600 euros will be just as expensive to repair and service as one costing 12,000 euros. Returning to the car itself, this model offers high levels of comfort. And that's the main point. It's also spacious, and in the station wagon version, with a 565-liter trunk, it's very practical. While the sedan has a slightly smaller 555-liter trunk, it can't be packed as tightly. One of this model's great advantages is its immense durability. It was developed at a time when parts were designed for long life and heavy loads, although not all of them are. For example, the Multitronic transmission, which, when paired with diesel engines, doesn't last more than 200,000 kilometers. However, its repair guarantees exceptional driving comfort. This model is only available with four-cylinder engines. The Quattro drivetrain, however, is exceptionally durable, performing sensationally well in the A6, especially in winter conditions. When it comes to engine choices, for fuel economy, you should focus on the 2.4-volt 6 petrol engine, up to 2008, which handles LPG very well, or the 2.0 TDI diesel with a common rail system from 2008. Unfortunately, the latter can be prone to problems with a seized fuel pump, potentially leading to costly breakdowns. It's a good idea to have the engine inspected at least once at a specialized workshop. As for PD diesels, they can also be recommended provided they've been repaired or all factory defects have been addressed. If you're looking for a balance between performance and fuel economy, the ideal engine is a V6 diesel. The 2.7 and 3.0 are closely related. The only truly expensive failure is stretched timing chains, and this should be thoroughly checked before purchase. It's not that this problem affects every engine, as timing chains are very durable, but the cost of replacing them should increase caution. Moreover, these engines can withstand enormous mileage. The well-maintained 3.0 TFSI is also worth mentioning. It offers performance comparable to a V8 with significantly lower fuel consumption. And, in the event of a major breakdown, it can generate lower repair costs despite the presence of a supercharger. Unfortunately, gas power is generally not recommended. For good performance, you should opt for a battle-proven V8 engine. Preferably a pre-facelift version without FSI direct injection. You can then equip the car with an LPG system and enjoy moderate refueling costs. Naturally aspirated V6 engines are generally not recommended due to their poor cost-to-benefit ratio. While the Audi A6 is generally considered a refined model, it does have its flaws. One of its drawbacks is the suspension, which wears out rather quickly. Another issue is the advanced, perhaps not so much capricious, electronics responsible for the equipment. There are many control units in the car, and sometimes their failure can pose a real challenge for a mechanic. Common faults in the Audi A6 C6. Asterisk. Failures of cylinder heads, shafts, and injection system in the 2.0 TDI PD diesel engine. Asterisk. Fuel pump failures and leaks in the 2. Asterisk. Fuel pump failures and leaks in the 2.0 TDI diesel engine. Asterisk. Intake flap faults in V6 diesel engines. Asterisk. Flap faults in the intake system in the 2.4. Asterisk. Flap faults in the intake system in the 2.4 petrol engine. Asterisk. Carbon buildup in TFSI and FSI petrol engines. Asterisk. Sensor and timing failures in naturally aspirated. Asterisk. Sensor and timing failures in naturally aspirated FSI engines. Asterisk. Suspension wears out quickly. Asterisk. Controller and sensor faults. What to look for. Cars with documented repair history. Quattro version. What to avoid. Cars that have just had their engine repaired. What to avoid. Cars that have just had their engine repaired and have visible corrosion, 100% repaired.